Hey, it's Laura, and we are ready to go ahead and get started making our fat quarter bag. Remember, you're going to need 4 fat quarters and a lining fabric as well as a binding fabric. With each of your fat quarters, you're going to be cutting a 15.5-inch square. Now, I've got the 4 fat quarters. Now, I made the decision to do 4 different lining colors. They can also be all out of the same fabric if you choose to do that. And then you'll need a yard. But you're going to cut 15.5-inch squares out of your pattern fabric, and you're going to cut 15.5-inch squares out of your lining fabric as well. If you're doing it in 1 or you're doing it in 4, doesn't matter. Once you have everything cut into your squares, you're going to then layer them up with your batting, whether you're using a standard batting or you're using a foam batting. Either way is going to work, but you'll want to layer those up, get everything nicely quilted and trim it up. What I do at that point is I do a zigzag around all 4 edges, and then if I don't have zigzag on my machine, I'm going to stitch it close, like within 1/8 of an inch of the edge. That's just going to sandwich everybody together nice and snug, so that when you're assembling it together and binding those edges, it's going to give you a nice clean edge to do all that with. So all you need to do is, like I said, get your 15.5-inch squares cut of your fabric and your lining and go ahead and quilt it. Now, one of these is going to be cut in half along the diagonal, but we'll be doing that in the next video, because for placement, one of the squares is going to get cut in half to be this top triangle, and it's the same on both sides. 2 of them will be sides, and 1 of them will end up being the bottom. So you'll have to determine placement when you're actually assembling it. But for now, we're keeping them all squares. Going to go ahead and quilt them all in any fashion you choose, whether you can do a grid, you can do some free motion, you can do pretty much anything you want. What is nice about doing bags and quilting them is that it gives you great practice at quilting for yourself on your home machine, because they're nice and small and it's not a big undertaking to do so. So that's all you need to do for getting your pieces together. Now, one of the other things you're going to need is a binding fabric. Now, I got a fat quarter of my fabric that I'm going to use for my binding. Well, you can turn a fat quarter back into a quarter yard in order to cut some binding, so that you're not having to do it out of short strips and splice them together. We're going to kind of splice them all together at once. I like to use a stripe binding. I also tend to do almost exclusively straight cut binding. There is enough stretch in the cross grain of fabrics for pretty much any of the bags that I have designed. On occasion, I will do a bias binding, but for the most part, I do it out of straight of grain binding. So what I've done here is I've taken my fat quarter and I folded it in half with my selvages together and cut it down the center. I can then open these up, turn it to where my selvage is here, my selvage is down to the left, and I'm going to do the same thing with this one with my selvage on the left side, so that my color sequence of these stripes remains the same. Then when I'm splicing these together, I try to find let's do it this way first, a seam that is, or a stripe that is the same color. And what I want to do is run the seam down the middle of the stripe rather than on the line, because I don't know about you, but I'm not really great at hitting it dead on that line. I do better going down the middle. This one just happens to have a zipper motif going down the middle, but that'll work out just fine. So right sides together, I match them, and then I can turn these so that, again, I'm lining up that center line, and I'm lining up the center line down at this bottom, and I can stitch it right down the center so that when this opens up again, my seam, slide it down to where I don't want to go too far, so then my seam goes right down the middle of that zipper, and it'll be essentially, you won't even see it's there. And at that point, then I can cut my 2¼ inch binding strips, and you're going to need 3 2¼ inch binding strips by the width of your fabric. But taking a fat quarter and turning it back into a 1/4 inch, into a regular 1/4 yard, super easy, just like I showed you, especially if it's got a stripe. Anyway, so 3 strips of binding, 4 fat quarters with lining, and layer those up with your batting. Have that quilted and ready to go. And in the next video, we'll assemble. Thanks a bunch.